Liberals and mainstream media will do anything they can to twist and manipulate a negative story to connect it to the president. I'll tell you all about their newest narrative acrobatics today on The Hollywood Conservative for the Rebel. Last week, I did a video about the breaking story uncovering the large nationwide college entrance cheating scam. With over 40 people criminally swept into the scope of the year-long investigation, names began to emerge like Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. Their husbands, William H. Macy and Massimo Giannulli, could be charged as well, but their names were not initially on the publicized list, possibly because the FBI special agents initially assigned to Operation Varsity Blues simply didn't have enough concrete evidence to charge them yet. Last week in my video, I also criticized these people for exploiting their privilege by paying to get their undeserving kids into a school that they would undoubtedly fail out of if their parents didn't continue the bribes throughout their tenure in school. It's immoral and it's utterly gross. I felt that way then and I feel that way now. Now, I've heard a lot of folks on the right saying things like, oh, Lori Loughlin's a conservative, let's go easy on her. Why? I don't care if she's on my side of the political aisle. What she did was repulsive and destroys or damages so many institutions, not the least of which are those particular universities' reputations, but also the faint notion that with everything else tainted in this country by affirmative action, liberal bias, and identity politics, you'd hope that elite universities would be above it all. After all, their reputations are on the line and will most definitely suffer. Now, we all know how much the media loves to hammer on stories that could be perceived as bad for President Trump, and it seems that they have found a way to besmirch the president through this college cheating scandal that literally has nothing to do with him. Lori Loughlin's husband is a designer named Massimo Giannulli. You probably recognize the name Massimo as the clothing brand carried at Target. And there's a funny story about that, not about Target specifically, but about his clothing brand. Massimo and Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is one of the students admitted to USC after her parents allegedly paid $500,000 to William Singer, the man who orchestrated the whole college entrance cheating scheme. In a recent interview, Olivia Jade revealed the humble and borderline immoral beginnings of the fashion brand Massimo. And I'm not going to quote what she said in the interview because, she says like a million times. But she revealed that in 1986, when Massimo's parents were sending him checks to be used for tuition at USC, he pocketed the money to start his brand. It's an interesting story and has an entrepreneurial, industrious flair to it. But had the brand failed, we'd all be saying what a terrible son he was to extort money from his parents to throw away on a failed business venture. Fortunately for him, at his peak, the brand was valued around $600 million. So he did well for himself. But how does this all tie in with Donald Trump? Well, apparently he is an avid supporter of the president. So they use the logic that Donald Trump is terrible and so are his supporters, so that makes Donald Trump even more terrible. But if we are going to use that logic, mainstream media, for every politician, they better be careful about that Bernie Sanders supporter, James Hodgkinson, who tried to assassinate congressional Republicans by gunning them down on a softball field. But who needs consistency or journalistic integrity in the mainstream media? That integrity stuff is for the birds. And also for Rebel Media, since we all do try very hard to be consistent as well. Which is why I can still support this president and criticize Lori Loughlin and Massimo Giannulli, because what they did was reprehensible. It doesn't matter if they voted for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or if they wrote in the Easter Bunny. Wrong is wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Amanda Head, the Hollywood Conservative for the Rebel. If you love my commentary and opinions, we've got an unlimited supply of them here at The Rebel, so like and subscribe and click that little bell symbol so you never miss a video from us. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for all of our latest news, and download our app for the Rebel Media on the App Store. That way you'll have easy access to all of our latest videos and your favorite Rebel shows. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Amanda Head for The Rebel.